A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
Unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they bring unto thee pure oil olive beaten for the light, to cause the lamps to burn continually in the tabernacle of the congregation, and it shall be a statute forever in your generations.
The Eternal Light. The National Broadcasting Company and its independent affiliated stations present The Eternal Light, a program which comes to you under the auspices of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. Our program today, Lullaby for Ruth, was written by Theodore and Matilda Farrell.
In Poland, the city of Vilna was home to Saul Tobin. Here he was born, here he married the love of his youth, Rachel, and here the Nazis came. For the people of Vilna, it meant occupation. For the Jews of Vilna, watching them come, it meant the threat of annihilation. A few were lucky and got out of the country. A few, like Saul and Rachel Tobin, silent behind their closed doors, also managed to survive. In the little front room behind their closed door, Rachel gave birth to their daughter, Ruth.
Saul.
Yes, Rachel?
How much do you think?
6 pounds. It's only a guess.
Will the doctor come again?
No, but we will not need him. Oh, look at her. She's the picture of health. Listen to her.
Give it to me. Ruth Tobin, do you like it?
Yes.
She will be fair.
A day old, how do you know?
Oh, because you are fair. Shall I sing to her? She's so little.
Sing to her. What harm can it do?
Unser Jigerlas, Wiegelas, steht der kleine Ziegler. Das Ziegler ist der
Behind their closed doors, Ruth was born, and Ruth grew. Saul brought food for her and Rachel, searching the fields in the early morning, except when they heard the marching. Then he and Rachel prayed, and the food was brought by a friend. His name was Ignatz.
So it is not only the Jews, Saul. We, too, are suffering.
I know.
I have an aunt. She is old and alone. Twice last week they searched her house. For what? Traitors, they say. Well, at heart, most of us are traitors, the old as well as the young.
Soon it will be over, Ignatz.
My Rachel, it is 2 years since they came, and every day she has said, soon. You cannot stay?
Not tonight. The little one is well?
She is thin, but she is well.
The little one, Ruth, continued to grow. She had no toys and no companions. All she saw of the world was from a window, and a window so high and small that all she really saw was the sky. But at 4 years old, she knew the sky, where the sun came up, and where it set. And at night, she could name the stars.
Venus, Mama.
Venus, Ruth.
It is always the
brightest?
Because it is the nearest.
Teach me, Mama.
All day long I teach you. When you go to school, you will be so smart they will put you in the 2nd grade.
What grade will they put you in?
Oh, no grade. I am a mother, and mothers no longer go to school.
Why not?
Well, because they have to stay home with the children.
Will you always stay with me, Mama?
Always.
Even when the feet come marching?
Oh, the marching is nothing. Don't think of it, Ruth. All right, I will teach you.
About the Jews.
If you like.
Tell me a happy story about them. Why do you think so long, Mama?
It is sometimes hard to find one.
I will find one. And at last their troubles were over, and they came to the promised land. We too?
We too. Soon, Ruth. Come to bed.
Will you sing to me? If you sing, I don't hear the marching.
I will sing. Unter jeder Ziegler steht der kleine Ziegler. Das Ziegler ist geführt in Handeln. Das wird sein Blut.
Losing color mit Mandeln. Schlaf, mein Kind. Schlaf.
Saul?
Yes, Rachel.
You are back so soon. Did you find anything?
I did not look. I met Ignatz. He was coming here to warn us. They have started a new roundup.
Oh, Saul. Oh, what will we do?
We have time, about an hour. And Ignatz is going to help us. He will borrow a truck and hide us in it and drive us to some others. They will tell us what to do next. If we are lucky, we will get to Sweden.
What shall we take?
Take nothing except the little one. I will wake her.
Gently, Saul. One should always waken a child gently.
Here, Ignatz.
I'm going to take the higher road. It is longer, but I think it will be safer.
But will we be there soon?
Now, easy, Rachel. Here, pull up the blankets. You are cold. That is why you're shivering.
I put it over Ruth. Will we stay in Sweden, Saul?
They will have us. I think about Palestine. I've dreamed of it since they came. A land where no one will ever say, you are different. You are not one of us. Where we will be wanted, not hunted.
We have stopped.
Is anything wrong, Ignatz?
There are lights ahead.
Lights?
It looks like a roadblock.
But will they search the truck?
She's right. Do you know the country around here?
A little.
On the left is a woods. Cut through it and you will find a brook. I'll follow it north for about 5 miles. You will come to the road again. I will go through the block. I have a pass. And then wait for you.
We will have to carry her.
No. She will slow you down. Leave her with me. If they see her, I will say that she is my child.
Come, Rachel.
One moment. Ruth.
Yes, Mama?
Ruth, we are going to leave you for a little while. If some men look into the truck, you will pretend to be asleep. It's a game, Ruth. You are not afraid?
No. But where are you going?
To take a walk in the woods.
Marie!
Is that you, Ignaz?
May I turn on the light?
Yes. But it's so late, I did not expect you. Why, you brought a child.
Shh. Where shall I put her?
Here on the couch. But who is she?
Aunt Marie, I trust you. You would also like to help them. You have said so. I do not know where else to take her.
But what happened?
Her parents have been caught. They went into the woods to avoid a roadblock, and the Nazis went in after them. At least I saved the child. You are old and alone. You are fond of children.
No, Ignaz, no.
I saved her by saying that she was my own. Take her and make her your own.
She is only a baby.
She is 4.
What is her name?
Ruth.
But will they let me keep her? If they search the house again, they will see her.
Tell them she is an orphan and that you have adopted her, but a Polish orphan. But you will have to tell the child the same so she does not make a slip. And she is so young, she will believe you. She will soon forget.
You are sure about her parents?
Yes. I saw them. They were walking between 2 Nazi pigs. They will send them to the camps. And they will never come back.
Ruth did forget. Ignaz moved to Warsaw, and soon all she knew was her life with Marie. She took her name and called her Mama. Now she had toys and companions. She went out in the world. She went to school. Yet she did not forget completely.
Another kitten. No, Ruth.
Please, Mama, let me keep her.
But you bring home every stray cat you find.
I did not find her. I opened the door and she was there. And do you know what she said to me? I have come to the promised land. Who told me that?
I do not know.
Somebody did a long time ago. At last, their troubles were over, and they came to the promised land. It was the Jews who came. Could it have been my real Mama who told me?
Perhaps.
But she was not Jewish?
No.
But she said, we too.
Ruth outgrew her toys and her clothes, but she could not outgrow her past. Memories still came back, especially at night when the present was less real to her. And then she would cry out to Marie.
It was such a bad dream.
I know.
I dreamed that feet were marching, and somebody said they are taking the Jews. But they didn't take us. We ran away. That isn't a dream. I remember it. We sat in a truck, and somebody whispered about Palestine. Where is Palestine?
In the morning, I will tell you.
Tell me something else, Mama. Why do I dream about the Jews? Why do I think about the Jews? Sing to me, Mama.
I am old. I cannot sing.
Not often, but once in a while, Ruth thought about the Jews and the someone who whispered and sang to her. And in these memories, this someone became her real mother. The war was over now, and refugees began to be heard from and to trickle back into Vilna. And Ruth listened to the stories. She loved Marie, but perhaps one day her real mother.
And imagine, in the Jewish orphanage, do you know where that is, Mama?
Yes, Ruth.
there was a little boy. He was there for 7 years. And yesterday, his papa came.
The war was over, but there was still no peace in Vilna. First the Russians took over, then the new Poles, and the city was full of strangers. People were afraid again. They were hungry. They were also ill. Marie was old, and she became ill.
It is you I worry about, Ruth. What will become of you? Where will you go?
Mama, please. You will get well. I will nurse you and make you well. Besides, I know where I would go.
Marie did not get well. Ruth was alone again. Neighbors offered to take her in, and they were kind, but they were strangers. And although Ruth was only 12, she had already made a plan. The dark, empty streets she walked quickly, until she came to a building. In this building was a light, and over the door some letters. The building had a name. It was an orphanage, a Jewish orphanage.
Finish it, Ruth. A big girl should eat a big breakfast.
No more, thank you.
Now tell me again why you have come here.
Because I am an orphan. I am a Jewish orphan. I have always known it, and I belong here.
Ruth knew it, and they believed her and kept her, and tried to help her find her real parents, the mother who in her dreams was still and always had been with her. But where and how? She did not even know her right name. And so instead they found a new home for her.
It will be the last one, Ruth. Do you know where we are sending you?
No.
Palestine.
Palestine. A land where no one would ever say, "You are different. You are not one of us." Where she would be wanted, not hunted. But Ruth was not the only one who came to the Promised Land. From Germany, Hungary, Africa, and the other homeless came. From a woods near Vilna, from concentration camps and displaced persons camps, their very existence a miracle. Saul and Rachel also came.
So I say to myself, we are here. It has happened. Now do not think of the past.
That is right, Rachel.
It is 14 years. 14 years since we last saw her. So how will we find her?
She is in Poland, if she has survived.
If we have survived, she has survived.
Easy, Rachel. We are not the only ones. Everyone here has lost someone. A child, a husband, a parent.
I know. So...
Yes.
They have also found them. Here, look here. Every day they advertise in the papers or on the radio.
But what will you say? Her name is Ruth Tobin. She was born in Vilna in 1940. In 1944, she was left in the truck beside some woods. It means nothing. Forget it, Rachel. If she is alive, she is in Poland. And she has forgotten us.
If Ruth were alive, she was still in Poland, and a woman of 18. How would Rachel even know her if by some miracle she found her? But she placed the ad, for hope had become a habit, and not only for Rachel, also for Ruth.
And do you not remember the name Tobin? Try. It's such an easy name.
I have tried. I don't remember.
She has told you that, Rachel.
Oh, please, Saul. Then Perhaps you remember a man named Ignaz. He was young and tall, and we left you with him.
I'm sorry. No.
But you were told you were born in 1940, and that your name was Ruth.
Oh, I was told many things I had to be for my protection. And I was called Ruth.
All you really remember is the truck? That is why you came?
Yes, the truck and the marching feet and the stories and someone singing.
It is very little. I'm afraid that it is too little.
Oh, she is pretty, so.
Yes.
And fair. Our Ruth was fair. She would have been just your age, too.
I've often dreamed about my real mother. She was slim and dark like you.
Tobin. Think again. Ruth Tobin.
I could lie. I'm searching, too. I wish. But I don't remember.
Thank you for coming.
But you will come again. We will talk again.
No, we have said it all, Rachel. We are alive, we are here in the promised land, and that should be enough. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Tobin, Mrs. Tobin. And perhaps you will find her. I hope for you. I still hope for myself.
No, just a moment. You say you remember a truck and stories. Well, thousands of children escaped in trucks, and all mothers tell their children stories, but you also remember singing.
Yes.
Rachel, all mothers sing to their children, too.
Do they? Yes, but not all the same songs. And there was a special one that I sang because she always asked for it. She'd say to me, "Sing to me, Mama."
Sing to me, Mama. What was it called?
Razinka Lachen Mandlen.
Is that Yiddish?
Yes.
No. I don't know any Yiddish.
Is it possible you might remember the tune? No, it is a very simple tune, like most lullabies. Let her go, Rachel.
I will sing it. Then, wait, listen. I will sing. Unter jedes Ziegler steht der kleine Ziegler. Das Ziegler ist gefroren Handeln. Und das
wird sein dein Beruf, Rosing Color mit Mandeln. Schlaf, mein Kind, schlaf. How did I know that?
Because I told it to you.
Yes, you did teach me. And there was a window and it was high and the brightest star was Venus.
Oh, yes, yes.
And Papa, you came and brought me food, and a man named Ignaz came. He brought the truck. It was Ignaz who found a home for me after you took a walk in the woods. Oh, don't cry. Sing to me, Mama. I found you, and you found me.
They had remembered and hoped. Saul and Rachel for the little daughter who had been born while the feet were marching. Ruth for the mother who had sung to her. And now, after 14 years, they had found each other in the promised land.
If you would like a copy of today's script, please send your name and address with 10 cents to cover the cost of postage and handling to the Jewish Theological Seminary of America, 3080 Broadway, New York 27, New York. And now we take great pleasure in presenting Rabbi Moshe Samba, Director of the Leaders Training Fellowship of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. Rabbi Samba.
The marching feet, which marked so terrible a tempo in the lives of this small family, have not yet ceased to echo. The shattered souls that came and yet come to the promised land still hear the beat of boots. The sound is unfortunately not a new one to the human ear. We can hear it loudly in the portion of Scripture read only this past week in the synagogue. Pharaoh had decreed that every male child born to the children of Israel be cast into the river. Soldiers would march through the Israelite homes, and an infant's wail would be his death warrant. The reply of the Israelites, as was the reply of Rachel and Saul of our story, was to affirm life. In the presence of death, they created life. The more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and the more they spread abroad. Now, of course, the godly man would prefer to create life according to the divine behest. Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. But when faced with the tyrant's deadly might, he does not cease to hope. The life he creates and nurtures will someday enjoy the world and affirm the judgment of him who fashioned it. Behold, it is very good. This past summer I was privileged to go up to the Promised Land. The few weeks I spent there enabled me to see wonders with my own eyes. How the healing sun and the holy ground had bound up the wounds of many who had returned. How the mystical lullaby of countless ages past had at last soothed these frightened souls. It also brought to mind a feeling shared by most clergymen and especially those who work with young people. How blessed are we, how fortunate our children that they did not undergo the trials of Ruth. And yet, how many of our children, in the midst of our peace and plenty, are wrenched from their tradition in a manner less violent, but nonetheless effective, than the Ruth of our story. How many the children who grow estranged from their parents, who have not even the shred of a song to bind them to their forebearers. How many the children who in this wildly shifting and unsettled era seek desperately for some firm foothold, for some anchor of tradition, but who have been denied even the slender thread of a mother's lullaby. There is precious little sense that the mind of mortals can make of the vast destruction of humanity in the age just past. Perhaps we can take heart from the survivors and learn from them how primal is that obligation to our children, to plant them firmly in the panorama of the past so that they can make headway toward the vistas of the future, to bind them to our tradition, to teach them its teachings. As they then grow, through the power of life which we have given them, they will be guided by the voice of their forefathers. They will be able to say of the promised land, which is the inheritance of each of the sons of man, behold, it is very good.
Thank you, Rabbi Sander. Our Eternal Light drama today, Lullaby for Ruth, was written by Theodore and Matilda Farrell. It was taken from a case from the files of Youth Aliyah. Cantor Robert Siegel sang the liturgical introduction. Featured in our cast were Leon Janney, Ida Reese-Marin, Joan Laser, Maurice Tarplin, Abby Lewis, and Sarah Purcell. Your narrator was Norman Rose. This is Lionel Rico speaking. Our program was directed by Parker Gibbs. This weekly program is presented under the auspices of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. This is the NBC Radio Network.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they bring unto thee pure oil olive beaten for the light, to cause the lamps to burn continually in the tabernacle of the congregation. And it shall be a statute forever in your generations.
The Eternal Light. The National Broadcasting Company and its affiliated independent stations present The Eternal Light, a program which comes to you under the auspices of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. Our program today is All Vanity by Stanley Silverman, is based on the book of Ecclesiastes.
You expect to hear a story today, don't you? Well, you will in a way. A story that happened 15 years ago. Actually, though, what you'll hear is not so much a story. It's a kind of musical fugue. A fugue, you know, is a type of counterpoint in which two or more voices announce a theme or subject, one after the other, and then give way to counter-themes. Listen now to the theme, as announced by our first voice, Kohelet, the son of David, king in Jerusalem.
Vanity of vanities, saith Kohelet. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity. What profit hath man of all his labor wherein he laboreth under the sun? His days are pains, and his work vexation. All is vanity, and a striving after wind.
And now the theme as announced by the second voice, a man whose name might be Morris Hirsch, former resident of Berlin.
I took my books with me to Vienna. From Vienna, I went to Prague. From Prague, somehow, to Rome. Always I took books with me. The Bible, books on scientific agriculture. Why those books? I don't know. What good are science and learning in the days of war?
So much for our theme. Now, the counter-theme.
Wisdom is good with an inheritance, yea, a profit to them that see the sun. For wisdom is a defense, even as money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom preserveth the life of him that hath it.
All my life I've been interested in agriculture, studied it. Maybe now that southern Italy is liberated, I could start a school, a farm school for other Jews. I'm not dead yet. I can still have a life.
This theme and counter-theme will be developed further. But you were promised a story, too. Well, suppose we tell you what happened to Morris Hirsch and his idea for a school of scientific agriculture in liberated Italy.
So, Mr. Hirsch, so you have an idea, huh?
It's more than an idea, Mr. Gittler. Soon we'll have land and buildings and teaching.
Easy. Don't rush, though. I've done enough rushing lately. You say you'll have the land for your school soon?
Almost any day, I hope. The Italian government is deciding about it now. Through the Joint Distribution Committee, you know?
Good. And the buildings?
Some we have promised to us. Others will have to be erected. But, Mr. Gittler, it's experienced men we need most. Men like you.
Me? Oh, I never worked on a farm in my life. Not even in my own country. How could I
mean, as our business manager. You've got the training, the ability, the general interest.
Enough, Hirsch. You'll make me out the second Solomon.
I'm not trying to flatter you. All I want to know is, will you join me?
Well, Hirsch, I don't know. I was thinking that maybe Someday I'd go back and start my factory again. Hirsch, let me sleep on it.
I made me great works. I had great possessions. I gathered me also silver and gold, so I was great. Then I looked on all my works that my hands had wrought. Behold, all was vanity and a striving after wind, and there was no profit under the sun.
Yes, senor. I understand completely.
Then why won't you help us? You agree that the school could do a great deal of good for the young Jews now in Italy?
Yes.
Then what's the trouble?
The war. The war is not yet over, senor. And suppose the Allies should be forced to retreat.
Retreat? You think the Nazis still have a chance to win? No, Mr. Minister, they have not.
How can you be so sure, senor?
Because the Nazis are Nazis. They're wicked men. And in the book of Ecclesiastes, you know the book, sir?
Yes.
Well, there's a part in it that goes, there is no man that hath power over the wind to retain the wind, neither hath the power over the day of death, neither shall wickedness deliver him that is given to it. Don't worry, Mr. Minister. The Nazis are finished.
Pray God, you are right. But even so, senor, things are still so unsettled.
Look, Mr. Minister, some things can't be delayed. Your own government isn't waiting until northern Italy is liberated, is it, before trying to fix things up here in the south?
No, you have a point.
So why should we wait to start the school? Now's the time to do it.
I do not know, Senor Hirsch. I do not know.
To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to love, and a time to hate. A time for war, and a time for peace.
Well, to make a long story short, Morris Hirsch begged and pleaded and pleaded and begged and hoped. And in time, he had his hopes rewarded.
You're a good man, Hirsch.
Thank you.
You got land, you got buildings, books, teachers.
And a first-class business manager, Mr. Gittler.
Thank you. But, well, there is one thing we got I don't feel so good about. Some other time.
And now, Mr. Gittler, tell me what's on your mind.
Well, all right. It's about the students.
Students? What's the matter with them? Aren't they a fine group of young men, intelligent, eager?
God bless them, they're wonderful boys. Anyway, most of them.
Most? Not all? Name me just one boy of the 19 who isn't
No,
eager
we have
and...
20.
No, 19.
20. I enrolled a new boy myself this morning.
Good. We have plenty of room. Gittler, I'm glad you did it.
I am not.
But what do you mean? What's wrong with the boy?
I don't know. He... Oh, why should I tell you? You'll meet him. You'll see for yourself. Jacob, come in here with us.
Yes.
Fine. Now, Jacob, I want you to meet Mr. Hirsch. He's the director, you know.
I know.
Well, Jacob, why don't you tell the director about yourself?
Tell? What is there to tell?
Mr. Gittler means Jacob. Where do you come from?
Oh, Bilson. Before that, I was in Dachau with my brother. I don't know what happened to him.
Maybe they sent him to Poland.
Man knoweth not his time. As the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, even so are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them.
He sent a lot of boys to Poland that day. Maybe my brother, too.
May God watch over him, Jacob.
Oh, sure. I hope so.
Well, Jacob, what do you think of the school?
It's all right.
And you like farming?
I guess so.
Tell me, Jacob, is there something else you'd like better?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything I'd really like to do, except...
Except what, Jacob?
Die.
I considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun, and the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter. Wherefore I praise the dead that are already dead, more than the living that are yet alive. But better than they both is he that hath not yet been, who hath not seen the evil work that is done under the sun.
Well, Mr. Director, now you see what I mean?
Yes, I see, Gittler. But don't worry. We'll bring that boy back to life yet.
Please God. But how?
We'll see. He's an intelligent boy. He'll listen to reason. Good morning, Mr. Margolis.
Good morning, Mr. Hirsch. You wanted to see me?
Yes, about the boy, Jacob. There has been progress?
No, Mr. Hirsch, not a bit. Oh, I've tried to get your idea across to him.
About knowledge and study?
Yes, I told him time and again he'll never get anywhere unless he studies, applies himself, you know.
And what does he say?
He says that his father studied and studied all his life. And they shot him to death on Yom Kippur while he was reading the Torah.
I applied my heart to seek and to search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under heaven. And I perceived that this also was a striving after wind. The wise man dieth, even as the fool dieth.
I tell you, Gittler, I don't know what to do about Jacob. I thought giving him charge of the library would help a little.
He didn't show any interest?
You'd think he didn't know how to read. So I tried something else, the old remedy.
Hard work.
Cutting stone.
But, Hirsch, the boy isn't strong enough.
Yes, that's what I thought, but I was wrong. He did the work almost without effort. But...
Same thing, eh?
The same thing, no interest. Not a word out of him, one way or another. But his face, his whole body, they seem to be saying, what's the good? What's the use?
I returned and saw under the sun that the race was not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happeneth to them all.
And now, Mr. Business Manager, now what's the trouble?
What do you think?
Jacob, you didn't have any luck either, eh?
Not a bit. I said to myself, Hirsch is being too hard on the boy, treating him too seriously. Herman Gittler, I know boys better. I'll joke with him. I'll have a little fun with him.
And?
Nothing. You know that Sholem Aleichem story I told you? How funny you thought it was? Well, Jacob looked at me like I was crazy.
I applied my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceived that this also was a striving after
my heart. Come now. I will try thee with mirth and enjoy pleasure. And behold, this also was vanity. I said of laughter, it is mad, and of mirth, what doth it accomplish?
But Jacob, after all, was only one boy out of dozens and dozens. For the school grew, we can assure you of that. It grew and flourished like a thirsty plant given sunlight and water. Mr. Hirsch could spend only so much time on one boy's problems. And so, after a while, they left Jacob alone. Alone, that is, with the other young man. And something rather strange happened.
Ye up! Ye up! Come on, Jacob. I can't pull anymore. Oh, no? Then how's this field going to get plowed? Just answer me that.
But, David, my wound. It's hurting pretty bad.
Ah, your wound. You're just a slacker.
What? Well, who are you to call me a slacker? You are.
Hey, what's going on here? Hey, come on, now, what kind of a way is this to behave? Well, Jacob won't do his share of the plowing.
I want to, but my wound...
Ah, he's a faker.
Who's a faker? You...
All right, now, that's enough of that. That's enough. Jacob, haven't you already seen enough fighting?
Nobody can call me a slacker.
I will, just as long as you keep on...
Shut up,
both of you. All right, now, come on, shake hands. Go on, shake hands. Well, all right. Here, Jacob. No hard feelings.
All right.
Good. Now, let's get on with the work. David, you get back behind that plow, and Jacob, you in front.
You mean I have to pull? Oh, now, wait.
With me, Jacob. With me.
But you just finished your work in the next field.
So? Aren't we all working together?
But you never helped me before.
Well, you never gave me a chance before. Brother?
You said brother. Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, and hath not another to lift him up. Again, if two lie together, then they have warmth. But how can one have warmth alone? And if a man prevail against him that is alone, two shall withstand him. And a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
Well, that was the beginning of the end of the problem of Jacob. Things started happening to him after that. To him and to the spirit of the school.
Here, come on. Okay, I got it. Ready?
Hi, fellas. Good to see you all working again. Oh, well. Our prodigal has returned.
The great philosopher has been enjoying himself.
Yep, I had my fun, and now I'm back. You know, you fellas ought to try it sometime.
We haven't time for such foolishness.
No? Well, you're only young once. And I say...
All right, quiet. We've got work to do.
All right, but I think...
Oh, who cares?
Oh, no, just a minute. Maybe our prodigal has an idea. Look, I don't know about you fellas, but... Well, I'm getting awful stale.
Well, we do work pretty hard.
Sure. I'll say you do. Yeah. Say, now how would it be if we had a party?
Hey, why not?
Look, I'll go to the director and see what he has to say. So, Mr. Hirsch, I thought that before the Sabbath we could clean out the barn, then on Saturday night we, I know it sounds silly, but...
Silly? I was wondering when you young men would realize that you have to relax sometime. Of course you can have a party.
The light, it's sweet, and a pleasant thing it is for the eyes to behold the sun. For if a man live many years, let him rejoice in them all. Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thy heart, and in the sight of thine eyes.
And that is all, or at any rate almost all, there is to our story of Morris Hirsch and Jacob and the other young men of the School of Agriculture in southern Italy. The young men, as you know, worked hard, relaxing every great once in a while, and training all the time to become scientific farmers. Most of them hope to do their farming in Palestine. By their labor, they help to create the new Israel, and they're sharing in the new dreams whose end is part of the unborn future. There's an ending, though, to that fugue we were talking about a few minutes earlier. Because a fugue is a musical composition, and you can be much more definite and positive with music than you can be with people. Now, in a fugue, after you've stated the theme or subject and counter-themes or counter-subjects, the music works its way into a stretto, where the subject is closely followed by an answer. Listen, I'll show you what I mean. First, the subject, as voiced by Kohelet.
Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. What profit hath man of all his labor wherein he laboreth under the sun?
Next, the subject is voiced by Morris Hirsch.
Always I took books with me. Why? I don't know. What good are science and learning in the days of war?
Now, observe how in the stretto these subjects receive their answer.
They're wonderful boys, Hirsch. Wonderful. Nothing discourages them. Nothing scares them.
What could terrify a boy who lived through Belsen?
The dead know not anything. Neither have they any more a portion in anything that is done under the sun. But to him that is joined to the living, there is hope.
Sure, Hirsch. That I know. But there's more to them than that. There's such confidence in the future.
But of course they have. Hitler, our boys have faith in God.
The end of the matter, all having been heard, fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole man. Fear God and keep his commandments. This is the whole man.
If you would like a copy of today's script, please send your name and address with 10 cents to cover the cost of postage and handling to the Jewish Theological Seminary of America, 3080 Broadway, New York 27, New York. And now we take great pleasure in presenting Mr. Joseph Howard Katz of New York, Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Park Avenue Synagogue and a prominent civic and community leader. Mr. Katz.
Today's script tells the story of something that happened 15 years ago. It was one attempt to heal the scars of war and of persecution. But this story of young Jacob is really a symbol of the larger mass of humanity whose lives have been blighted by the horrors which accompany war. In the same way, the book of Ecclesiastes, which is the outpouring of one man's observations at the end of his life, contains ideas common to all men who think seriously about life and the human condition. The thing that struck me most about the story dramatized today was that Jacob was not rehabilitated by words, for no one could tell him that the pain he felt would gradually diminish. Rather, by engaging in a productive life, by actually living, he regained his will to live. The important question is, how can people be given a sense of the value and the affirmative spirit of life when they feel frustrated and helpless? This story gives an answer. By enabling people to live life, in the process of living it productively, they will gain a certainty of its worthwhileness, and the will to live will result. Unfortunately, our world today is full of injustice and replete with danger. It still bears witness to the types of persecution and affliction from which Jacob had to be rehabilitated. And so we cannot give up the struggle or yield to despair. The message of today's drama is that there is hope as long as there is life. Life itself is the promise of better things. This is the wonder of humanity and the source of those achievements which are uniquely human. It is so well said in Ecclesiastes, the end of the matter, all having been heard, fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole man.
Thank you, Mr. Katz. Our Eternal Light drama today is All Vanity, was written by Stanley Silverman, and is based on the Book of Ecclesiastes. Cantor Robert H. Siegel sang the liturgical introduction. Featured in the cast were Leon Janney, Boris Marshalloff, Roger de Koven, Santos Ortega, Bill Mason, Lou Soren, Larry Robinson, Alan Bergman, and Ronnie Liss.
This is Lionel Rico speaking. Our program was directed today by George Voutsas. This weekly program is presented under the auspices of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. This is the NBC Radio Network.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they bring unto thee pure oil olive beaten for the light, to cause the lamps to burn continually in the tabernacle of the congregation. And it shall be a statute forever in your generations.
The Eternal Light. The National Broadcasting Company and its affiliated independent stations present The Eternal Light, a program which comes to you under the auspices of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. Our program today, We're All Human, was written by Joseph Mindell.
I will tell you how it begins one day, with ancient words that leap to the mind uncalled and linger, deeply remembered. The fathers have eaten sour grapes, and the children's teeth are set on edge. From the bus stop, it's a short walk every day, every weekday, through early morning streets, past people grown familiar.
Good morning, Mr. Gerald.
A pleasant walk with time to stop for early morning greetings.
What are you looking at there, Mr. Gerald? The school?
The handsome building, Lincoln High School.
You said that yesterday.
Did I?
And the day before. If you don't mind me saying it, I don't know how you do it.
Do what?
You've been a teacher a long time.
Yes, 15 years.
You teach the same things over and over, year after year. I don't know how you do it.
It's not the same at all. It's different all the time. The boys and girls are always different. Don't you see?
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I keep you in business, don't I? How many of mine you had already? 5, huh?
That's right.
I got 2 more in junior high. They'll come to you soon.
I'll be waiting. Oh, excuse me. There's a boy I want to talk to. Leo! Leo, wait for me.
Hi, Mr. Gerald.
That was a nice game you played yesterday against Central High.
Yeah. Well, except that last foul shot.
Don't let it worry you, Leo. Everybody misses sometime.
That basket would have meant the game.
Next year when we play them, you won't miss.
I won't be playing next year.
Oh, of course you will. You're only a junior now.
That's right, but I won't be playing.
Leo, well, maybe you'll change your mind.
Yeah, maybe.
What's wrong with your cheek, Leo?
Nothing's wrong, Mr. Gerald.
I mean the bandage.
Oh, there was, kind of an argument.
I see. And that's how you settled it?
I don't think it was settled. There's the bell, Mr. Jarrell. Was there anything else?
No, you go on in. I'll see you later in class. As we learned yesterday, the Constitutional Convention met in Philadelphia in secret session, behind closed doors. Madison believed that this made it possible to work out the compromises that established the new government on a firm basis. Well, now, what was one of these compromises? Ed? Ed Mason.
Yes, sir, present.
Are you? Well, never mind. You answer, Frankie.
I'm sorry. Would you mind repeating the question?
Oh, I'd give up.
Is something wrong, Mr. Jarrell?
Something wrong? I don't think one of you in the whole class was listening to me. And it's been like that with every class.
Well,
I must be losing my touch.
it's not you, Mr. Jarrell.
Oh, thank you, Ed. That's reassuring. Now, will somebody tell me what's wrong?
I guess it's the game. Yesterday's game.
Yeah, Laura's right, Mr. Jarrell. That's what it is.
Lincoln loses a basketball game to Central High School, and look at you.
It was a pretty important game.
That's right. And maybe we didn't have to lose it. Now, what's that supposed to mean, Frankie?
Leo, you don't have to defend yourself.
Oh, please, Laura, stay out of this. I asked you a question, Frankie.
I heard you. We all saw the game, especially that last foul shot. Lay off him, Frankie. Leo feels bad enough as it is. That's tough, Ed. We all feel bad about losing that game.
I think we ought to go on with the lesson.
Yeah, sure. What was that question again, Mr. Jarrell?
Your sudden thirst for learning is a little suspicious, Ed.
Who, me?
There's something I'd like to know. Ed, you're wearing a bandage, too, like Leo. Were you the one Leo had the argument with?
Oh, no, nothing like that.
No? What was it like?
It didn't happen in school, Mr. Jarrell.
Oh, I suppose that makes it none of my business. But tell me anyhow.
Well, it was after the game. Me and Leo, a couple of others, some fellows from Central High. It wasn't much of a fight. You didn't even have to get in it, Ed. It didn't concern you. What do you mean, Frankie? Leo's my friend. Yeah? For my money, you can have Leopold Vietnavich. You rotten...
Leo, Frankie. Now, sit down, both of you. Wait a minute. Before you go to your next class, there's something I want to say. The game is over. You've talked about it. Let this be the end of it. Now, tomorrow, let's have a history lesson. All right, you can go now.
Mr. Jarrell, that's pretty important about the Constitutional Convention, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Laura.
I mean, it could be on the final exam.
You take that back. Who's going to make me? You.
Stop it, you two. What's the matter with you, Leo?
Come on.
Leo.
Come on.
Let go of him, Leo.
He can't say that to me.
What did he say, Leo? What did Frankie say?
Now, why don't you tell him?
You'll have your chance to talk, Frankie. Well, Leo?
He said Leopold Vietnavich.
But, well, that's your name.
That's not what he meant. The way he said it, I know what he meant.
Do you mind if Laura and I walk part of the way home with you, Leo?
Thanks, Ed, but I don't need any protection.
Well, of course not.
Ed, look.
I wasn't thinking of that at all. Why should you need protection?
Ed, it's Frankie with all his friends.
You walking Laura home, Ed? Leo is with us, Frankie. You two go on ahead. Leo and I, we want to talk, don't we, Leo?
Leo is coming with us.
Now, Laura, be sensible and go on home.
I'm staying right here, Frankie Gibbs.
Oh, girls. All right, fellas. Maybe next time he won't be hiding behind the skirt.
You got anything to say, Frankie? Just say it.
I got plenty to say, Leo. But I'll tell you only some of it now. There's a bus from school. From now on, you better take... You better not be walking in these streets.
You talk big, Frankie, with your whole club in back of you. You'd talk different if I had my friends here.
You think so? Bring them around. We're always ready to have a little talk with the Fifth Street boys.
Maybe we'll do that.
What are you trying to do, all of you?
With your clubs and your fancy jackets with the silly names on the back. Panthers, Warhawks, Fifth Street Demons. Well, what are you trying to do?
Are you in a hurry to leave today, Mr. Jarrell?
Well, Ed, I was... Oh, no, I have plenty of time.
Well, Laura and I, we wanted to talk to you about something.
All right. Let's sit down.
Well, it's about... I was thinking... Go on, Ed.
Well, it doesn't make sense, Mr. Jarrell. I mean, suppose a guy comes up to me and says, Edward Mason. I think he's crazy. But if somebody does the same to Leo, he gets fighting mad. And I understand just how he feels.
First I thought it was the game. You know, Leo missing the basket and everybody being disappointed, but that's not what it is at all. The game was only like a trigger that started everything. But lots of other things could have been a trigger, too. Do you know what I mean, Mr. Jarrell?
I know what you mean, Laura.
There's going to be trouble. Frankie's club, Leo's club, other kids in the school.
Oh, not only in this school. That fight after the game with the fellows from Central High, it was the same thing. It's the same all over the city.
Mr. Jarrell, somebody has to tell them that it's wrong.
Laura, you can't do it simply by telling people that they're prejudiced. Just as you can't tell someone that a poem is beautiful. You have to feel it.
Well, we have an idea, Mr. Jarrell, only we need some help.
Well, I'll do what I can, Ed. What's your idea?
Well, take Frankie. He doesn't even see Leo. I mean, really see him as a person. They never really talk to each other.
We thought we might have a meeting where Frankie and Leo, other kids from Lincoln High, from all the other high schools could come together and talk to each other.
Hey, that sounds good. What do you think you ought to talk about?
Well, Laura thinks it should be about prejudice and tolerance.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it?
Yes, sure it is. But there are other problems, like with parents and, I hope you don't mind, Mr. Jarrell, with teachers, too. I mean, we're all human, aren't we?
We're all human. It's a wonderful discovery to make.
Hi, Mr. Jarrell.
Oh, how are you, Frankie?
Would you mind repeating the question? The one about the secret sessions in Philadelphia?
Oh, he was listening after all. Let's see. What was that number again? 423. Oh, here it is. How do you do? My name is Jarrell.
Oh, you are Leo's teacher, yes? Well, you come in.
Oh, thank you.
You sit down, please.
Mrs. Svetnovich, I want to talk to you about Leo.
My Leo is a good boy.
Yes, he is, Mrs. Svetnovich. He wasn't in school today.
What for he should go? They should call him names, fight with him.
You mustn't think that all the boys and girls in the school feel that way.
Oh, maybe not. He's all right then, huh? Sure. He's all right if only some spit on Leo because his mother, his father don't speak so good English.
No, it's not all right. But Mrs. Svetnovich, running away, that's no good.
I know this thing. I know it on the other side. I learn it here now. You can do nothing.
Now, listen to me. You tell Leo to come to school tomorrow. We're going to do something about it. The teachers, boys and girls in the schools, we're going to do something about it. Mrs. Svetnovich, you tell that to Leo.
Sure. Go ahead and hold your meeting, Ed.
We want you to be there, Leo.
What for? You don't need me.
It's your problem, too.
You keep talking about problems. Look, this is me, Leo Svetnovich. I don't bother anybody. If there's any problems, I didn't make them.
Leo, don't you belong to one of those fancy jacket clubs?
What if I do, Laura? I got friends, too.
You talk as if, I don't know, as if friends are only to back you up in a fight.
What's wrong with that? Am I supposed to walk in the street alone to make it easier for Frankie and his gang?
Don't you see, Leo, that there don't have to be gangs.
Yeah, I know. Tell that to the other guy.
We will, Leo, only now we're telling you. But what do you got to lose? Just come and talk things over.
I haven't got anything to say, Ed.
Then come and listen. What are you so suspicious about? You know me and Laura.
Oh, all right. Quit nagging.
Then you'll come to the meeting?
I said I would, didn't I? Not that your meeting will do any good.
Bring your friends, too.
They don't go to Lincoln High.
It doesn't matter. This is for all the high schools.
You know why it won't do any good? Because you'll never get Frankie to your meeting.
What is this, an armistice commission? That's not funny. Maybe not, Ed. But maybe it makes more sense than this meeting idea. A bunch of guys talking.
Girls, too.
Especially girls. There's nothing to talk about. If they stay where they belong, we don't bother them. Who are you to decide where anybody belongs? You're nice guys, both of you. I don't want to argue with you. Just tell me this. Who started that rumble a couple of weeks ago when they came around and the window of my father's store got broken? Yeah, tell me that. These things are complicated, Frankie. They get so mixed up after a while you can't say who started what. Sure, they're too complicated to talk about. I'll take care of things my way.
You're afraid, Frankie Gibbs. That's what it is.
No, you can't make me mad, Laura Hillman.
You're afraid to come out and talk to other people because maybe you'll have to give up some of your precious ideas, some of your prejudices.
Oh, you're really trying to make me mad, aren't you?
A person wants to do something decent and some people won't even listen.
All right. I'll come to your meeting. But don't think it's because you got weepy.
I am not weepy.
And don't think I'm going to change my mind about those... Well, just don't think I'll change my mind.
Will you quiet down for Pete's sake? Come on, hold it down, fellas. Hey, you elected me chairman, didn't you? I'm going to run this meeting right. Only one person talks at a time, and let's stick to the point. Now, this is supposed to be a discussion about family problems. All right, Frankie, you were talking. I was saying about going out on Saturday night. Now, I have to be in by 12:30, and
Oh, you're lucky. I have to be home by 11.
Order, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ed.
Maybe 12:30 is a little early, but I guess parents feel they just have to make a deadline. All right. But when you get home, they want to know where you were and what you did. Holy mackerel!
Hey, with my mother, it's a regular third degree. Boy, the question she asked.
Leo's right. It's just like a third degree, as if they didn't trust us.
Yeah, well, what I say is, if they don't trust us in the first place, then how can they believe what we tell them?
Sure, like Leo says, they gotta... Go on, Frankie. They gotta what? Nothing.
Mr. Chairman.
You want to say something, Mr. Gerald?
Well, I only wanted to say that it seems to be something of a shock to Frankie and Leo to find that they agree with each other. But after all, as somebody once said, we're all human, aren't we?
For getting this gavel. I'll need it, too. My voice isn't as strong as Ed Mason's. The discussion group on interracial and interreligious relations is hereby called to order. The floor is open. Well, doesn't anybody have anything to say?
Yeah. Why doesn't somebody get up and give us all the answers?
Frankie, today we heard a professor from the university tell us the facts about races and nationalities. We heard a priest from the Catholic seminary and a rabbi and a minister. Maybe we heard some of the answers.
You're only kidding yourself, Laura. People are different. There's no use making believe they're all the same.
Well, of course they're different. That doesn't mean they're not all entitled to the same rights.
Can I say something?
Of course, Leo.
I heard a lot today about rights and democracy and then brotherhood. I want to tell you something that happened last summer. I went down for a job to a place that advertised in the paper. I went with Billy Thompson. You know Billy.
Yeah, I know.
Funny thing, I got the job, he didn't.
Well, maybe you were right for it, Leo, and he wasn't.
How would the boss know? He didn't ask us anything. He just looked. He looked at the color of Billy's skin. Now, what do you call that? Democracy? Brotherhood?
You know what I think, Leo.
I'm asking Frankie.
There are a lot of angles to consider.
I'm asking you straight out, Frankie.
No. I don't call that right.
Some people, they don't ask me anything either. They just look at my name.
You know, I've been thinking.
That's
What are you laughing at?
Never mind that. Tell us what you were thinking.
Now, maybe before we start looking for answers, maybe we ought to ask some questions.
What do you mean?
I mean, the kind of questions you ask yourself, like, how do I really feel about people who are different from me? Like, what's the use of talking about democracy and brotherhood if all you do is talk about them?
Say, Mr. Joe, you got a few minutes?
Sure.
That was a pretty big meeting the other day, huh?
150 boys and girls from all the high schools in the city.
Well, what kind of mischief are they up to now?
It's a funny thing to say. Why should they think they're up to mischief?
You forget? I got 7 kids of my own. I'm a pessimist.
That's interesting. I have about 120 every year, and I think of myself as an optimist.
Yeah, well, you got them in school where they behave themselves.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, now me, I have my troubles with them out here in the street. Did you know they broke my store window a couple of weeks ago? Of course, they were the hoodlums from 5th Street, you know, the foreign element. Did I say something wrong?
You wanted to know about the meeting.
Yeah, I almost forgot.
They asked a lot of questions, then they decided to form a permanent organization. Junior Round Table, they called it.
Just to ask questions, huh?
And look for answers.
Or something like homework.
Homework, schoolwork, work for everybody in the whole city. You know, they may even come to you with their questions.
Me? I can't help them.
Maybe not. Maybe they can help you. Now there's the bell. So, I'm an optimist. I wonder why. After 15 years and how many thousand boys and girls. Maybe it's because they're young. And you can see how they change. Almost before your eyes. Well, time to go in.
That's the second bell, Leo. Come on.
Oh, wait a minute, Leo. I want to talk to you.
What for, Frankie?
We'll be late to class if you don't hurry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll see you later.
Don't go away, Ed. What I have to say to Leo, it's not private.
Well?
There's talk you're not going to play basketball next year.
Well, what's it to you?
Nothing. Only you're the best player on the team.
Yeah, you'd like to see me play so you can ride me, you and your friends.
We heard a lot of talk the other day, Leo. All of us. I didn't hear anything that says I have to like you.
Now, come on, Ed, let's go.
Oh, wait. I'm not finished. There's something else I didn't hear. That anybody can stop a guy from playing ball if he wants to.
What do you mean, Frankie?
For Pete's sake, do I have to spell it out for you?
No, I guess not.
And that bus from school. You can take it or you can walk for all I care. It's up to you.
Yeah, it is up to me.
About next year, Leo. Are you going to play?
I'll think about it, Frankie. I'll think about it.
I'll tell you what I think. I remember the words of the commandment, "Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart, nor bear any grudge against the children of the people." I see the sons and daughters of the people in a world shaped by other hands than theirs. And I think that if the fathers have eaten sour grapes, still there is hope for the children.
If you would like a copy of today's script, please send your name and address with 10 cents to cover the cost of postage and handling to the Jewish Theological Seminary of America, 3080 Broadway, New York 27, New York. And now we take great pleasure in presenting Dr. Louis Webster Jones, President of the National Conference of Christians and Jews. Dr. Jones.
As this story eloquently illustrates, there's a tremendous need today for communication between people, and particularly between people of different groups, different religions, different races, and different intellectual and cultural backgrounds. People often say that talk is cheap, but actually it isn't. To get people to talk to other people and to share their thinking and feelings is one of the most important problems in the world today. All of us as individuals and as groups tend to isolate ourselves from one another. We tend to become parochial and isolationist in our views. And this isolation, this separation from our fellow human beings, tends to build insecurity and distrust and often hostility between us. All too often, deep-seated prejudice and sometimes even acts of violence result. The story you have just heard suggests that one answer to the distrust and hostilities which breed such prejudices and violence is to bring young people together and get them, frankly, to discuss these problems. It seems to me that this thesis is eminently sound. I am proud to say that the organization with which I am associated, the National Conference of Christians and Jews, each year sponsors hundreds of such meetings of young people across the country, ranging from one-day institutes and conferences to week-long summer camp sessions, which bring together young people of different races, creeds, and cultural backgrounds, and provide them with an opportunity to learn through living about the basic principles of brotherhood. The Judeo-Christian teaching, expressed in both the Old and New Testaments, that "Thou shalt love the Lord thy God, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself," is still the most profound and revolutionary idea in the world today. And every one of us, who is a Christian or a Jew, must do more than simply pay lip service to this teaching. We must strive with all our strength and energy to make the brotherhood of man, under the fatherhood of God, a living reality in our daily lives. We must take this sacred teaching as a total and complete way of life. Only to the extent that we do this can our democracy become in truth one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. Our Eternal Light drama today, We're All Human, was written by Joseph Mindell. Cantor David Futterman sang the liturgical introduction. Featured in the cast were Ronald Liss as Leos Vietnovich, Jack Grimes as Ed Mason, Patsy Bruder was Laura Hillman, Robert Hastings played Frankie, Maurice Tarplin played the man, Vina Rayburn was Mrs. Vietnovich, and Mr. Gerald, the teacher, was played by Norman Rose. This is Lionel Rico speaking. Our program is directed by Daniel Sutter. This weekly program is presented under the auspices of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. This is the NBC Radio Network.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they bring unto thee pure oil olive beaten for the light, to cause the lamps to burn continually in the tabernacle of the congregation, and it shall be a statute forever in your generations.
The Eternal Light. The National Broadcasting Company and its affiliated independent stations present The Eternal Light, a program which comes to you under the auspices of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. Our program today, As a Wind That Blows, was written by Morton Wishengrad and stars Aline McMahon as Jesse Jonas Judah. It is the first in a series of 15 outstanding programs originally presented on The Eternal Light, recreated now to mark The Eternal Light's 15th year of broadcasting. At the conclusion of today's dramatization, a special citation will be presented to NBC.
Berosh Hashanah, Yekat Tevun, V'yom Tzom Kippur Yetemun.
On the New Year's Day, the decree is inscribed, and on the Day of Atonement it is sealed. How many shall pass away and how many shall be born?
Her name, Jesse Jonas Judah.
Who shall live and who shall die?
The place, New York City.
Who shall attain the measure of man's days and who shall not attain it?
The time, a bad time. September 1798.
Who shall perish by fire and who by water, who by hunger and who by thirst? Who by earthquake and who by plague? That's enough of the book. I don't want to read anymore. Benjamin, if you want to go to the synagogue, you can go. I'm not going.
You can't mean that, Mother.
Have you ever known me to say what I didn't mean?
Tonight is the most important Sabbath of the year.
It will be Sabbath without me.
People will notice. They will ask questions.
Then tell them the truth. Say I'm not coming.
I'll be saying Kaddish.
If it pleases you, Benjamin, by all means.
If you were there, Mother, you could say Amen.
Amen to a lie? I shock you.
Yes, Mother.
A grown man of 35 years, and you can still be shocked. Benjamin, you're my oldest son, but you're still a child.
It's very likely. I'm sorry you're not going.
Be glad. Because if I went, I might curse God. Go to the synagogue. Let me alone. Is that you, Benjamin?
Yes, Mother.
What is it? Did you decide not to go?
I've gone and come back. The rabbi's come with me.
I did not ask for you, Rabbi.
Your son made that clear.
I have nothing to discuss with you.
Well, when he told me, what he told me was that you wouldn't attend Sabbath service.
Nothing else?
He said if you came to the synagogue, you would come only to curse God. Come, Mrs. Judah.
Don't you believe me, Rabbi?
I am a man of faith, Mrs. Judah. I believe. Come to the synagogue and curse God. Friends, on the Sabbath of penitence, just before the mourner's prayer, it has been our custom that the rabbi say a few words. With your permission, on this Sabbath, I wish to violate custom. I call Jesse Jonas Judah to the altar.
You may regret this, Rabbi.
Yes, I may. Members of the congregation, I ask you to bear in mind that a synagogue is a place for the worship of God. That while most of us praise Him with our good intentions, some will praise Him with their evil intentions. What difference? So long as we praise him with whatever truths are contained in our own humanity. I ask you to listen to Jessie Jonas Judah, to whatever she may say.
I am here to blaspheme God. Why not? How's it put in the Kaddish? His glory is beyond all praises, all hymns, all blessings that man can render. Therefore, his glory should also be beyond my cursing.
Rabbi, how long must we tolerate such language?
As long as it is spoken.
Rabbi, this is the Holy Week between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur.
So it is. Do you know a better week for the expression of pain and agony? Does she look as though she's come here to make a jest? Continue, Mrs. Judah. There will be no further interruption.
Very kind of you. Since coming to New York, I've kept a good deal to myself, haven't I? You women over there at the side, you've resented me, haven't you? I've borrowed neither sugar nor flour. I've let no gossip. You've counted me hard, haven't you? Why not? It's been hard to live. While my husband was alive, I was a shrew. I confess it. A mother of 12 children and a shrew. I confess it without apology. Ambition can make a nag of a woman whose eldest son is not yet 20 and whose youngest boy is only 3 1/2. Oh, don't be alarmed. I shall not speak of all 12 children, only of Benjamin, the oldest, and of Walter, the youngest. On October the 19th, 1781, I remember the date too well, my husband died. Let him rest in peace. And so I wept as befits a widow remembering the dead, but there were 12 children. And so I stopped weeping as befits a mother remembering the living.
It's good to cry.
Don't let me stop you, Benjamin.
I mean, crying would be good for you.
I don't have the leisure for it. It's the matter of feeding, clothing, and housing you, your brothers, and your sisters. Oh, here, sit down. I want to talk to you about them.
About their schooling?
About their going to work. We're in debt, Benjamin. Dying's expensive. It costs money. We owe a good deal of money.
You've come to tell me I can no longer think of studying to be a doctor.
Among other things, yes.
It was Father's dearest wish that his sons be learned men.
Your father had a good many wishes. He betrayed them all by dying. There's something irresponsible about a man who rushes off to die before his children are fully grown.
Mother, if it makes things easier for you to be bitter, then be bitter. But
what?
Nothing. Very well, I shall go to Dr. Boonon and tell him I can no longer be his student.
Well, what more do you want to know? Shall I tell you how my young sons left their schoolrooms in order to earn $1 a week? How my young daughters labored with me into the night so that their father's debts could be repaid? Oh, you don't want to know these things. Poverty's a bore. Yet allow my small boast. My house was clean. My children were clothed. There was food on our table. We were sufficient unto ourselves, and we took pride in Walter, who was the youngest and the best. Well, rather, it was you yourself who told me that our pride was not misplaced.
Well, in his studies.
I'm glad.
But not surprised.
No, Rabbi.
The boy has a mind, Mrs. Judah. Would be a pity to take him from school.
You assume that I will.
You took his brothers out. Not that I blame you.
Kind of you, Rabbi.
But this one is different. Walter has the temperament and the aptitude for scholarship.
What do you propose?
That he be allowed to continue with his studies.
Toward what end?
He could become a rabbi.
2 of his grandfathers were rabbis. One of his grandfathers was a physician.
And you prefer medicine?
I'm not interfering. Medicine is what Walter wants, and I will encourage anything he wants and is willing to work for.
It has been good to talk with you. I'll be getting along, Mrs. Judah.
Rabbi, is conversation with me such a strain?
You are a strange woman, Mrs. Judah.
You mean I'm what people call a hard woman?
Possibly.
Why is that, do you suppose?
You have a disconcerting habit. You tell the truth.
I suppose it's one thing to be severe with yourself, but quite another thing to be severe with your neighbors.
And you're not a stupid woman, Mrs. Judah.
Rabbi, Are you so formal with all your congregants? My name is Jessie.
Thank you.
Don't worry about Walter. Something will become of him. We've all worked for it, deprived ourselves for it. All the opportunities denied to his brothers will be given to him.
You know, Jessie, I wonder if that's such a good thing.
What else shall I tell you? That Walter was handsome? Yes, he was handsome. Shall I tell you that he was good? Very well, he was good. Or shall I tell you there was a great day in my life? The day when he was 17. When he came to his brother Benjamin and to me and kissed us.
I am enrolled. I am a student at Columbia Medical College.
I knew they would accept you. I knew they couldn't refuse you.
Dr. Walter Judah.
In a few years, Mother.
And you're happy.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think you're happy. What are you staring at?
At you.
Benjamin, tell your brother it's quite improper for a young man to stare at his mother.
He can't help himself.
Why?
You're smiling.
That's why, Walter.
I don't know you, Mother. Like someone I've met for the first time.
Very well, then. I shall smile forever.
When you make a promise like that, you're supposed to laugh.
Well, how was that?
Pretty good. But you'll do it better as you go along.
Oh.
Oh, don't be discouraged, Mama. Give yourself time.
He attended the medical lectures of Dr. Boonen and Dr. Hosack. He came home boasting new gods like Galen and Vesalius and Malpighi. He cluttered his room with pills and potions and ointments and jars and canisters and boxes. He jabbered Latin. His speech was anatomical structures. He was drunk on learning. And he read. Always he read. Mostly to himself, sometimes to us. And always with passion.
There is no codex of medicine, no complete handbook of which one may base all theory or practice. What confusion when we regard the therapy of... Mama? Am I boring you?
Yes.
But this is fascinating.
Mm-hmm. To you.
There's a passage on the spleen and the pancreas I particularly want to read to you.
I suspect I particularly don't want to hear it.
People must thirst after knowledge.
Yeah, somewhere along the line I misplaced my thirst.
Very well, Mama. I will read to myself.
An excellent solution. Walter.
Yes, Mama?
You've taken to calling me Mama. I suppose I like it.
Someday. Not now. Someday when I'm older, I will be able to tell you how much I love you.
A woman bears 12 children, and to each child she gives her love. But for good or for evil, there's always something about the eldest child and the youngest child. Shall I tell you the rest now? Well, you know how it began. On August 12th, 13th, and 14th, there were torrential rains. On August 18th, there were reports of serious illness in the tenements near the East River. And on August the 20th, the Reverend Mr. O'Brien called at my house.
Mrs. Judah?
I am.
It is rather urgent that I see your son.
He's not at home at the moment. Are you ill, sir?
Not I, madam. Several families of poor Scottish immigrants living on Cherry Street.
My son is not a physician. He's a medical student.
He has been highly recommended to me by his teachers at Columbia College. Dr. Hosack assured me that these poor immigrants would be very well attended by your son. Will you notify him, madam? I believe it to be urgent.
Why, yes, of course, Reverend.
I have written down the address here. Please ask your son to lose no time.
See your tongue? All right. Thank you.
What is it, sir?
It's a fever. You will need some medicine.
I have no money, sir.
Don't worry about that. Just keep covered. I will see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Reverend O'Brien. Have you been waiting in the hall?
I have, Mr. Judah. You look pale, sir.
Tell me, do all the immigrants live in such places? I couldn't breathe in there.
Some live in worse. You will see places that lack every necessity of life. Subterranean apartments that admit no light, and not even a stool to sit on or a bed to lie upon. Crowded like vermin in one small room. What sickness does the man have?
Yellow fever.
Is there no medicine?
I will bring what I can, for whatever it's worth may be.
There are more than 20 who are sick in this building alone.
I will bring enough for all of them.
Mr. Judah, they cannot pay you. Neither can I.
I understand that, Reverend. I will be here tomorrow.
$50 is a good deal of money, Walter.
I know it, Benjamin. I may even need more.
You are not a doctor yet, Walter. Why don't you turn these cases over to an experienced physician?
These immigrants have no money to pay a doctor. Besides, every doctor in New York City is now busy day and night with similar cases. If I don't attend them, they have no one. They need medicine, Benjamin.
I'll have the money for you in half an hour. Has Mother spoken to you?
No.
All the hopes she had for the rest of us are concentrated in you. You are all the things we wanted to become and couldn't.
I will be very careful, Benjamin. For my own sake, too.
Walter, you don't have to sneak out.
Mama.
Here, drink this tea while it's hot.
Oh, Mama, you look tired. With the plague spreading, it's terribly important for people not to get tired. Mama, I'm worried about you.
How can a man of 20 years and 5 months be so artless? So you worry about me?
Yes, Mama.
Put more jelly on the bread.
Hmm.
Chew your food, don't bolt it.
Yes, Mama.
You said the plague was spreading.
Thousands of people have it now. The poor have it worst.
How many are dying of those you're tending?
Many.
How many is many?
I saw Dr. Hosak last night. In the last week alone, 589 have died.
I've put some meat and some bread in a paper, and at noon you sit down somewhere in the sunshine and eat. You see that your hands are clean.
I will remember. Mama, I'm not a doctor yet. I don't have to do this. If you say the word, I will stop.
Have another slice of bread.
Thank you, Mama.
On the first day of the Hebrew month Tishri, I came here to this same synagogue, and I welcomed the new year with you. 5 days ago, I sat there near the wall. I opened the same book you opened. I read the same prayer. In the book of life, blessing, peace, and good sustenance, may we be remembered and inscribed before thee. And while I said it, my son Walter lay in fever on his own bed, dying of his own mercy, his own innocence, his own love. God of Israel, I'm a mother who yesterday buried her youngest son, and I will not praise you for it. I will stand in judgment of you. How long will you judge unjustly? How long will you respect the persons of the wicked while letting the godly to sicken and the innocent to die? Answer me! How long?
Until the day of judgment, Jesse.
Then let us rise and bless God, the source of all death.
And the source of life. They go together, Jesse. What begins in life must end in death.
That's all you have to tell me?
Isn't it enough? Death is the truth of life. The certainty of death is what makes life precious. It's time for the mourner's prayer. Benjamin, will you say the Kaddish for your brother?
Magnified and sanctified be the name of God throughout the world, which he hath created according to his will. May we behold his kingdom established on earth speedily and in our day, so that God may rule over us all.
Amen.
May he who maketh peace in the high places make peace for Israel. And say ye, Amen.
Amen. Jesse Judah, you did not say Amen?
No, I did not.
You cannot refuse.
I can.
If it were a prayer for you yourself, you could refuse. If it were a prayer for your son, you could refuse. But this is a prayer not only for your son, not only for Israel. The prayer is for all mankind. You cannot refuse all mankind. Walter Judah did not refuse. Jesse Judah, say your Amen.
It will not bring my son back to life, but for all mankind. Very well. I will say Amen.
At Chatham Square in New York City, you will find the tiny cemetery where lie buried the ancient dead. There amid the graves you will find the tombstone of Walter Jonas Judah, student of medicine, who died on September 15, 1798, in the service of mankind. As a fleeting shadow, as a passing cloud, as the wind that blows, as the bloating dust, as a dream that vanishes. Keep faith, O Lord, with them that sleep in the dust.
If you would like a copy of today's script, please send your name and address with 10 cents to cover the cost of postage and handling to the Jewish Theological Seminary of America, 3080 Broadway, New York 27, New York. And now we take great pleasure in presenting Dr. Moshe Davis, Provost of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America and the original editor of the Eternal Light radio series. A special citation will be accepted by Mr. Robert E. Kintner, President of the National Broadcasting Company. Here is Dr. Davis.
The birth of radio created an unprecedented opportunity for the world of religion, the opportunity to enter into every home and to speak to the heart of every man. While addressing millions, one converses with individuals. While preaching to an entire congregation, one sits at home with a man, his wife, and their children. This is the power and gift of radio to religion. In the early days of radio, the National Broadcasting Company pioneered in teaching the lessons of religion on radio by inviting representative faith groups to present their respective traditions. This decision of the National Broadcasting Company was based on the premise that religion has an indispensable role in the evolution of democracy. 15 years ago, the Jewish Theological Seminary of America was invited to present the Jewish tradition to the American radio public. In accepting this responsibility, the seminary understood its function to be twofold. In the first place, to present, explain, and interpret the authentic total Jewish tradition from the days of the patriarchs in Eretz Yisrael in the Holy Land, and as it developed through the ages during which the Jews lived in virtually every country of the world, including, of course, the modern period of settlement of the Jewish community in the land of America. Our second function was to be mindful of the role which religion itself plays in the American democratic order and the message that religion should direct to each individual. For the teaching of religion derives from the eternal and speaks to the contemporary. It is rooted in the universal, yet deals with a concrete human situation. Amos and Isaiah have as much to say to our generation, if indeed not more, than they had to say in the streets of Tekoa and the bypaths of Jerusalem. It is in the spirit of this purpose and dedication that the Jewish Theological Seminary of America honors today the National Broadcasting Company. And I am privileged to read the following citation. The faculties, Board of Directors, and Board of Overseers of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America, on the occasion of the 15th anniversary of the Eternal Light, honor the National Broadcasting Company for its vision, for its wisdom, for its profound understanding of the responsibility of radio broadcasting and the role of communication in our society. This network has pioneered in the areas of public service broadcasting, bringing education in all areas to a vast listening audience. In presenting such programs as The Eternal Light, the network has shown its concern with the enduring moral and spiritual values and has itself made an immense contribution toward the realization of the ideals of world peace and human brotherhood to which the Eternal Light is dedicated.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. The National Broadcasting Company is very grateful for the award from the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. I know that General Sarnoff, chairman of RCA, and Bob Sarnoff, chairman of NBC, join me in expressing our thanks. It is the policy of NBC to present on its radio and television networks periods in which all faiths can express their views. We think such an operation is not only in the public interest, but is a great help to the well-being of America. Again, we are grateful for the recognition given us by you.
Thank you, Dr. Davis and Mr. Kipner. Our Eternal Light drama today, As a Wind That Blows, was written by Morton Wishengrad and was the first in a series of 15 outstanding programs originally presented on the Eternal Light. This series marks the Eternal Light's 15th year of broadcasting. Cantor David Potterman sang the liturgical introduction. Eileen McMahon starred as Jesse Jonas Judah. Others in the cast were Leon Janney, Santos Ortega, Ronald List, Bernard Lenrow, Joseph Bullen, and Guy Rep. The narrator was Norman Rose. This is Lionel Rico speaking. Our program is directed by George Voutsas. This weekly program is presented under the auspices of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. This is the NBC Radio Network.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they bring unto thee pure oil olive beaten for the light, to cause the lamps to burn continually in the tabernacle of the congregation. And it shall be a statute forever in your generations.
The Eternal Light. The National Broadcasting Company and its affiliated independent stations present The Eternal Light, a program which comes to you under the auspices of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. Our program today Not Even 10, was written by Joseph Mindell. It is the second of 15 outstanding programs originally presented on the Eternal Light, recreated now to mark the Eternal Light's 15th year of broadcasting.
Smoke rolled up toward the hills from the cities of the plain. And they were no longer cities, but blackened stones and the rubble of houses and the smell of fire and the great silence of desolation. In all the empty places, there were no living beings to be seen, none, to tell the story and to say to us who wait in our own time, this happened here. Now you look to your cities. One by one, from different directions, 3 people came slowly over the plain. When they met, looking with empty eyes at the ruins, they stood together for a long time before they spoke to each other.
I know you. You are Tubal the baker.
My shop used to be right here on this spot.
My name is Milka. I used to buy your bread every day.
It was good bread.
Was it? My wife used to say, Ana, why don't you buy some good bread? But, of course, we lived on the other side of the city.
I understand it.
You can see where our house used to be, just to the left of that column that's still standing way off in the distance. Do you see it, Tubal?
I see it.
No, wait. It's to the right of the column. Now, I'm not sure.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. It's very important.
What are you making a fuss about, Ana?
Well, a man has to be sure where he lives.
All right. Look around you. Go on, look carefully. Where do you live?
No, it doesn't matter.
I'm sorry, Ana.
It's not your fault.
And whose?
What do you mean, Tubal?
The city was destroyed. Why?
Well, that's a foolish question. Things happen.
No. There's a reason.
It rains, a bird drops from the sky, a city is destroyed. You don't ask why. Things happen.
This is different, Ana. A whole city with all of its people, and we were spared. Why? Don't you see we have to know now before it's too late? Don't you...
What is it? Why did you stop?
Well, he said it. The stranger said it. Soon it will be too late, he said. Hey, now, Milka, did you see him yesterday in the city?
There are always strangers in the city.
He was tall, very tall, and his eyes were deep and angry.
It could be 100 other men, but, Tubal, I think I know whom you mean. But his eyes they were troubled. I saw him in the market.
It was yesterday. He came to my shop, and he waited his turn with the others, watching the bread come out of the oven. The market was noisy with the cries of the peddlers and haggling over prices.
I've eaten nothing since this morning. Your bread smells fresh and good, Baker.
Go away.
I'm not asking for charity.
You're a stranger.
I only want to buy a loaf of bread.
Even strangers know the laws of our city.
I come from a long way off.
The law prohibits selling bread to strangers.
It's a cruel law.
But the punishment for breaking it is even more cruel. Now go on your way, stranger.
Baker, I'm hungry.
Charity is also forbidden. Now go away, I tell you.
Tubal, give me 2 loaves of bread if you can tear yourself away from the stranger.
Don't say such things. 2 loaves.
That's it. Thank you.
Well, you're still here.
Your laws are evil.
They aren't my laws, and I didn't say that I approved of them. I only obey them. Well, no one heard me.
I heard you.
Look, for my sake as well as yours, please, move on. People are beginning to notice how long we've talked.
I haven't finished yet.
Look, if you don't like our city, why don't you go back where you came from?
Soon I will. But first, there's something I must do.
You're not afraid, are you?
No. Should I be?
Well, strangers always are in this city. Where did you say you came from?
I didn't say.
But it's a long journey.
Very long. Here, Tubal. A loaf of bread fell from the counter.
Thanks. I suppose you have no such laws where you live.
We are not afraid.
Must be pleasant to live without fear.
You dropped the bread again.
So I did. Stranger, you're slow-witted. I can't sell you bread or give it to you. But if you find the loaf...
Tubal! What sort of world is it that kindness must be done under the counter?
You have told me. It's an evil world. But maybe we will learn.
There isn't time. Tubal, soon it will be too late. Will you tell me, please, where I can find the house of a man named Lot?
You're a stranger in the city, aren't you?
That's why I ask.
Who sold you the bread you're carrying? Point him out so we can be arrested and punished.
I didn't buy it.
Then you stole it? Hand over the bread.
No.
Don't argue with me, stranger. It's the law.
It's my bread.
In this city, a stranger cannot say, "This is mine." Give me that bread and show me the man who gave it to you.
No.
It's the law, I tell you.
I don't recognize an evil law.
We'll soon teach you to obey it. Sergeant! Sergeant, this way! Stay where you are, stranger. You can't get away. Stop him! He's a stranger and a thief! Stop him!
Slowly, without running, he crossed the marketplace, and the crowd followed him, shouting.
And then, Tubal?
Nothing, Aina. I couldn't see him anymore.
It was a dangerous thing to do, to give him the bread.
I didn't give it to him, Aina. Now I can say it. I gave a stranger bread.
Tubal, let's go away from here.
Not yet, Milka. In a little while.
Now, Tubal, even the soil is dead here. We're alive. We don't belong here anymore.
No, Aina. Then where do we belong?
Any place but these ruins.
We can't go until we find out. Did you see him, the stranger?
I heard the noise in the marketplace.
I saw him, Tubal.
What did he say?
I didn't talk to him. I saw him in the marketplace, surrounded by the angry crowd that pushed and threatened. He looked at the people around him calmly, without speaking, as they accused him of breaking the laws of the city.
Over here. This is the man, Sergeant.
We stand for no nonsense from strangers, especially when they break the law.
I have committed no crime.
That's not for you to decide. Come along now.
There are higher laws than those made by your judges.
Not in this city.
Sergeant, you don't have to argue with them.
Of course, of course. Move! Or do I have to call the guard?
Wait. Citizens, what if I were to tell you that this is your last day on Earth? That tomorrow the sky will open and fire and stones will fall on your houses and crush the city and its people to nothingness.
We don't frighten easily, stranger. I admit you have a voice suited for prophecy, but after all, what are you saying? Only that no man can be sure he'll be alive tomorrow. Stranger, we already know that.
Is there no one here to say the law is evil?
Only for strangers?
Evil has no limits.
Save your speeches for the judge. Sergeant, take him away.
Is there no one to urge mercy and justice? To say that hate is the same as death? No one?
Sergeant, a word in private, if you don't mind. In making the charge to the judge, I hope you'll remember to point out the stranger's disrespectful manner and his defiance of law.
You don't have to instruct me. I know my duty. Let's go now. Well, where is he? Where'd the stranger go?
Where is he?
They couldn't find him. No one knew where the stranger went. But I knew. I saw him go off, and I was about to say, "There he is." But, Tubal, I didn't. I didn't tell which way he went.
Your name is Lot?
I don't know you, but will you come into my house?
Maybe it will be safer for you if I do not.
There are many things that come before safety.
But listen, just now in the marketplace...
Please come in. I will tell my wife to bring food.
Thank you. Aren't you afraid?
Everyone who lives here is afraid.
Yet you don't drive me away.
Strangers are welcome in my house.
That is not the custom of the city.
I don't observe all its customs.
Lot, this is an evil city.
I have known it for many years.
This is like no other.
I am an old man. Since I left the place where I was born, I have lived in many cities. They were of all degrees of wickedness, but none was good, and yet I lived.
You don't understand, Lot. Just now in the marketplace, I asked, and there was not one who was willing to speak against evil.
People, too, are of all degrees. Maybe you expect too much from them.
I expect nothing, Lot. I came to see. Don't open the door.
Lot, come out to us!
Don't go out.
I must talk to them. What do you want of me?
There is a stranger in your house.
He is my guest.
He's broken the law. Bring him out to us.
He is a stranger and my guest. I will come out. Punish me instead.
You too, but first the stranger. Bring him out.
Lot, come away from the door.
You are in great danger. I must find a way to get you out.
Call your wife and your sons and daughters and their wives and husbands. Prepare them to leave.
You do not understand. It is you who must leave.
This is an evil city.
I have lived in many evil places, but the evil has not been in me nor my house.
This is different. The city's wickedness is a cry in heaven.
Will you find me a city of justice and love?
That's not my responsibility.
Then I will stay here.
Lot, get ready to leave.
I see. I did not understand at first. I don't have a choice, do I?
No. They'll break the door down. Hurry, Lot. There isn't much time.
Lend a hand, ain't it? We'll have the door down soon.
They say he spoke with sadness.
Who?
The stranger.
What difference does it make?
No difference, I suppose.
He's a stranger, and he broke the laws of the city.
That's what they say.
Don't you believe it?
Well, I don't know.
Stop talking, Aina, and take hold of this battering ram.
Still, I would have liked to hear him.
You're talking dangerous nonsense.
One man, a stranger. What can he do against the city?
Aina, I warn you, be careful.
Let him go just this once. Why don't you let him go?
Did you hear that, Lot?
Hear what?
Outside. Someone said let him go.
Does it surprise you?
Still, there weren't 10. Not even 10. And besides, it's too late now. Come, Lot, it's too late.
Lot.
Hurry, wife. We have a long way to go.
No, wait. Lot, let's stop here for a while.
He said he would wait until we reached the hills. We must hurry.
Lot, do you remember the first time we left the place where we lived? I was young. I could walk all day.
I remember.
We've built so many homes and left them. I'm tired, Lot.
All right. We'll rest, but only for a few minutes.
The wind is rising. It's a hot wind. It will scorch the vegetables in our garden.
There would have been a good yield this year.
I wonder who will harvest it.
It doesn't matter.
Lot, I just remembered I left the dough to rise on the table.
It doesn't matter, I tell you.
I know. I just thought of it. How peaceful the city looks from here.
We see only the houses, not the people.
There's no one on the plain. We're the first family to leave. That's strange, isn't it? Isn't it?
Let us rest and then go on.
Where are the others? Answer me. There will be no others, will there?
It's no use asking questions.
Not I want to go back.
We cannot.
Who is he, this stranger, that he says leave and we leave?
I'm not sure now that it's because of him.
Then let's go back.
No. There is a time when the things that were are no longer to be born, and we must leave.
I'm tired of moving again. I'm afraid to be alone in the wilderness.
What are you saying? There are people in cities on the other side of the hills.
Are there? How long will we live there?
Come. It is time to go.
Yes, but... The wind is stronger.
Walk faster. We are almost at the
There's
hills.
lightning, but no thunder. Why is there no thunder?
Faster.
The sky is red. I'm frightened, Lot.
Don't stop.
Storm is over the city. Oh, the poor people.
Don't look back. The stranger warned us. Don't look back.
It's my world. I have a right to look.
No. Close your eyes.
I have a right to see the end of my world.
Then fire and stones rained down upon Sodom and Gomorrah, and upon all the cities of the plain. The sky was bright with terrible flames. But there was none to see, except Lot's wife, who turned back to look. Then stood, unseeing, fixed to the spot where she turned. For the cities were destroyed, and all the inhabitants, except 3, who stood among the ruins.
What are you doing, Tubal?
Can't you see? I'm putting the stones together to rebuild my oven.
No, Tubal, no.
Don't be afraid, Milka.
We must go away from here.
No, it's safe now. It's no longer Sodom. Now it's earth for growing wheat and stones for building houses.
Tubal, ghosts don't need houses.
People will come from beyond the hills, Aner. They'll want bread. I'm a good baker, Aner. They'll like my bread.
What makes you so sure that people will come?
I know what happened and why.
Oh? The stranger told you?
No. Anyone who looked, really looked, could have known.
The city was doomed because it was evil. And if we build another city, why should you expect that it will be different? I expect nothing. But at least there is a chance. Maybe even Sodom and Gomorrah could have been saved. Here, give me that flat stone. It'll do for the roof of the oven.
On the morning before the destruction, before the stranger came to Sodom, he stood with Abraham on the hills overlooking the cities of the plain. And here Abraham was told the fate of the city. And being a man, he could not accept the judgment without appeal.
It is not right.
Be careful, Abraham.
When he came to create the first man, he foresaw that both righteous and wicked would issue from him.
Abraham, there were 10 generations from Adam to Noah. And all these generations continued to provoke him before he brought upon them the waters of the flood. The time has come for Sodom.
Still, I have a complaint.
I am sent to do the work. Don't bring the complaint to me.
And Abraham stood before the Lord, and drew near and said, Wilt thou indeed sweep away the righteous with the wicked? If there are 50 righteous within the city, wilt thou not forgive the place for the 50 that are therein? That be far from thee, to do after this manner, to slay the righteous with the wicked, so that the righteous should be as the wicked. Shall not the judge of all the earth do justly? And the Lord said, If I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will forgive all the place for their sake. And Abraham answered and said, Behold now, I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord, who am but dust and ashes. Perhaps there shall lack 5 of the 50 righteous. Wilt thou destroy all the city for lack of 5? And he said, I will not destroy it, if I find there 45. And Abraham spoke unto him yet again and said, Perhaps there shall be 40 found there. And he said, I will not do it for the 40's sake. And Abraham said, Behold now, I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord. Perhaps there shall be 20 found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for the 20's sake. And Abraham spoke again, Oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak yet this once. Perhaps 10 shall be found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for the 10's sake. And the Lord went his way as soon as he had left off speaking to Abraham. And Abraham returned unto his place. In the early morning, Abraham went to the place where he had stood before the Lord. He looked out toward Sodom and Gomorrah and saw the smoke rolling upward toward the hills. It was the end of a judgment, and it may be that he heard in his mind the report of its execution.
3 were saved. 1 who gave a loaf of bread, another who saw but did not tell, and a third who said in the night, Let him go. Only 3. Among all the inhabitants of the city, there were not even 10 righteous men.
We have seen the dead cities, many in a lifetime, and the memory is vivid. Even today, faces turn upward in expectant fear of the falling fire and destruction, and voices ask how the city may be saved and the world survive. From long ago, from the beginning of the world, there is a warning and an answer.
Look to your cities, but do not build a roof for protection. Instead, look to your people and count your righteous men, for they are your safeguard and your shelter.
If you would like a copy of today's script, please send your name and address with 10 cents to cover the cost of postage and handling to the Jewish Theological Seminary of America, 3080 Broadway, New York 27, New York. And now we take great pleasure in presenting the Honorable Edgar J. Nathan, Jr., Justice of the Supreme Court of the State of New York and Chairman of the Eternal Light Radio Committee of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. Judge Nathan.
This month we celebrate the birthdays of 2 spiritual Americans whose lives exemplify righteousness and justice. George Washington was described as the intrepid and unselfish warrior, the magistrate who knew no glory but his country's good. Abraham Lincoln described Americans as those who love liberty unselfishly for all men. Carl Sandburg recently reminded us that, like an ancient psalmist, Lincoln warned Congress, fellow citizens, we cannot escape history. we will be remembered in spite of ourselves. No personal significance or insignificance can spare one or another of us. The fiery trail through which we pass will light us down in honor or dishonor to the latest generation. The striking story of the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, so poignantly dramatized in today's program, brings to us the ancient biblical teaching of the supreme value of righteousness. Unrighteousness and injustice are prevalent both in private and in public life today and constitute potent and dangerous threats to our democracy. The world is always in judgment. When Abraham was pleading to God for the preservation of Sodom and Gomorrah, the argument raised two questions. Is it the quality of men which sustains the world? Is it numbers which count? The answer came clearly. It is the quality of men, their righteousness, decency, and regard for their fellow men. The day need never come in America when there will not be 10 men of courage, righteous men seeking to do justice, leading us in the never-ending battle to sustain and strengthen our democratic way of life. And may we all follow as intrepid and unselfish warriors, knowing no glory but our country's good, and loving liberty unselfishly for all men. As Tubal said in the play, it's an evil world, but maybe we will learn. To which the stranger replied, there isn't time, Tubal, soon it will be too late. And always must we recall the closing words. Look to your cities, but do not build a roof for protection. Instead, look to your people and count your righteous men, for they are your safeguard and your shelter.
Thank you, Judge Nathan. Our Eternal Light drama today, Not Even 10, was written by Joseph Mindell. It was the second of 15 outstanding programs originally presented on the Eternal Light, recreated now to mark the Eternal Light's 15th year of broadcasting. Cantor David Putterman sang the liturgical introduction. Featured in the cast were Leon Janney, Bernard Lenrow, Jan Miner, Alan Bergman, Morris Tarplin, Mitzi Gould, Danny Acco, Ivor Francis. The narrator was Norman Rose. This is Lionel Rico speaking. Our program is directed by Parker Gibbs. This weekly program is presented under the auspices of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. This is the NBC Radio Network. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they bring unto thee pure oil olive beaten for the light, to cause the lamps to burn continually in the tabernacle of the congregation. And it shall be a statute forever in your generations.
The Eternal Light. The National Broadcasting Company and its affiliated independent stations present The Eternal Light, a program which comes to you under the auspices of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. Our program today, Mrs. Steinberg's Partner in Heaven, was written by Sylvia Berger and features Lily Darvas as Mrs. Steinberg. It is the eighth in a series of 15 outstanding programs originally presented on The Eternal Light, recreated now to mark the Eternal Light's 15th year of broadcasting.
It was twilight in December on Orchard Street when a kick from a potato peddler's horse sent Kornstein, the candy store man, flying into the seventh sphere. Back on Earth, the horse had hardly put his foot down again when Kornstein heard the singing.
Rum-da-da-dum, rum-da-da-dum, rum-da-da-da, rum-da-da-dum, rum-da-da-dum.
To Nathan Kornstein, it seemed there was something familiar in the ring of the last tururu.
Hello? Nathan Kornstein, welcome, welcome.
Yisrael Yitzchak Steinberg?
Who else? How's the potato peddler?
Oh. When I left, he was still crying.
The unfortunate.
He fainted 3 times.
Kornstein, please.
I should have told the potato peddler not to aggravate himself, but you know how it is, Yisraelchik.
If the angel of death were to wait till everybody finished all his business on earth...
But such an innocent man, Yisrael Yitzchak. Such a harmless man. He wasn't even near the horse. I was nearer the horse than he was.
Otherwise, why should it kick you?
Now he's down there, fainting and crying. Yisraelchik, what if we were to send a message? And say something like, don't be aggravated. It wasn't your fault. Signed, Kornstein.
Don't be aggravated. It wasn't your fault, signed, Kornstein. There's precedent for a message.
By special messenger?
The messenger I have in mind is very special.
But with experience.
Kornstein, did you ever count the stars in the sky?
Not since I was 4, Yisraelchik. There are too many.
That's how you can't count the messages my wife has carried from here.
Mrs. Steinberg?
Mrs. Steinberg.
Oh, a fine woman. Yisraelchik, when I went to get my first job, the boss asked me a question. He said, Kornstein, that you are willing, I know, but Kornstein, what are your references?
You want my wife to produce references?
Well, I mean, it's such an important message to deliver, Yisraelchik.
You're right. Right? You want some references. You remember our old apartment on Canal Street, Kornstein?
Above the butcher shop.
Well, it's early evening. In the apartment above the butcher shop. The children are all home from school. Moshele, Gitele, Berdele, Friedele. I am home from work. We're hungry. We want our supper. Where is Mama? Where is Mama, Moshele?
She went to Siegel's, Pa, to buy a pair of shoes.
So late? How long does it take to fit a pair of shoes?
There's Mama now. Ma?
Good evening, Moshele. Good evening, Yisraelchik. Give me my apron, Moshele. Please, darling. Supper will be on the table in a minute. A minute and a half. Was I lucky today? Did I have a lucky day?
Were you lucky, Ma?
Just hand me the egg beater from the hook there, Michele. Please, darling. Supper will be on the table in 10... You know the $5 you gave me for my shoes today, Yisraelchik?
I know the $5.
I pinned it into my pocketbook, nice and safe with a safety pin. A little salt, Moshele, please, darling. Supper will be on the table in 2, 3... And I'm on my way to catch the trolley car for Siegel's. Then what do I see?
What do you see, Ma?
The trolley car is starting. What do? I start running. What happens? Mr. McGuire, the trolley man, sees me and holds the trolley car till I get on. Isn't that a lovely thing to do? I told him myself. I said, Mr. McGuire, you are loveliness personified.
That was lucky, Ma.
Wait. That was just the appetizer to my luck today. The big luck. You haven't heard yet. I put the nickel into the box. For such luck to come to me, it flew right into my hands. Like this.
What was the luck, Edgar?
I put my nickel into the box. I look around for a place to sit. When whom do I see? The grocer's youngest boy, the night student.
The one who was studying to be a doctor?
The one who is studying to be a doctor. What do I find out? He's lost his job at the factory. Without the job, he hasn't got the money for books. Without the books, he can't get through school. Without the school...
So you gave him the $5 I gave you for a pair of shoes.
Oh, what do I need new shoes for? My old shoes fit me like stockings. Look, Israel, see how they have taken the shape of my toes?
But, Ma, what was the lucky thing that happened to you today?
What was the lucky thing that happened to me today? Moshe, darling. Imagine if I had not caught the trolley car.
A nice little reference, Yisraelchik. A deed of charity is always a nice little reference.
A nice little reference. What better reference can you want for a messenger from heaven to tell the potato peddler that it wasn't his fault that his horse kicked you and killed you?
Well, charity is good, Yisraelchik, but better than charity is charity done in secret.
If that's what's worrying you, Kornstein, relax. You found your messenger. One day, Itke was coming home with a bundle of old clothes she had collected from the neighbors.
Be careful, Birdley. Don't drag that shirt in the snow.
I won't, Mama.
Wasn't it lovely of Mrs. Rosen to give us all these nice clothes? You know, there are a lot of important people who can use them. Let's just stop and rest a minute against the stoop here, darling.
Papa will be mad when he finds out you carried such a heavy bundle again, Ma.
Will he, darling? And how do you know it's heavy? Did you weigh it?
I know what's in it.
So what's in it? A few baby dresses. How heavy is a baby dress if a baby can wear it?
There's a big heavy coat in it.
With empty pockets. How much does an empty pocket weigh? And what is lighter on a man's back on a cold winter day than a good warm coat? On a cold winter day... Just a minute, darling.
Do you know that man, Mama?
I'll be back in a minute, darling.
Mama, wait for me!
Gentlemen, just a minute, gentlemen. Gentlemen, please.
Were you calling me?
Yes, sir. Please excuse me for bothering you, but... someplace?
I don't think so.
Now, isn't it funny? I would have sworn... Weren't you at Cousin Essie's Sweet 16 party last April?
I don't know a Cousin Essie.
Now, how do you like that? And I would have sworn the gentleman even resembles Cousin Essie, doesn't he, Birdie? Especially around the eyebrows.
I don't know, Mama.
Well, I'm sorry for the mistake, gentlemen.
Oh, you did no harm.
Then maybe you could do me a favor? Birdie, dear, open the bundle for me. Quick, darling. I hate to ask this, but if you could see your way clear to taking this coat off my hands...
Coat? I don't understand.
And now, Birdie, maybe you will stop threatening me with Papa. Please. You hear? Not a single threat more. I was supposed to give this coat to somebody who doesn't want it, and when my husband finds out I was carrying such heavy bundles for nothing. You heard what my child said. He'll be very mad. Now, help the gentleman on with the left sleeve, Birdie. There. Now. Oh, I don't know how to thank you. You see, Birdie, darling, didn't I tell you? When you are frightened or in trouble, don't ever lose hope. Sooner or later, a kind soul will come along and help you. Well, now we'll have to hurry along, Birdie. Papa will be wondering. Goodbye, gentlemen, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Mama.
Yes, darling?
How did you know he wanted a coat, Mama?
Because I could see, dear. On a day like this, an intelligent-looking gentleman like that would have enough sense to wear one, if he had one.
Mama.
Yes, dear?
Who's Cousin Essie?
Cousin Essie. Did I say Cousin Essie? I must have made a mistake, darling. We have no Cousin Essie.
Well, Kornstein, what do you say? Will you let her take the message?
Not bad. Not bad. Delicately handled. But I don't know.
What don't you know?
I don't know, Israel. A case like the potato peddler, you've got to know how to talk in a case like that.
How to talk? If it comes to helping someone who needs help, my wife, Kornstein, can talk teeth into a man's mouth.
Is there anyone else in the waiting room, Miss Gross?
Just Mrs. Steinberg, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Well, ask her to come in, please, Miss Gross.
I am in, Dr. Miller. Don't trouble yourself, Miss Gross. I'm in already. How are you this morning, Dr. Miller? You are looking wonderful.
Thank you, Mrs. Steinberg. And what can I do for you? Trouble with a tooth?
Trouble with a tooth? With a dentist like you? I was telling my Gittela. I said, Gittela, if you are sewing a button on a coat, sew it on the way Dr. Miller puts in a filling. So even when the whole coat goes, the button is still there.
Well, it's a very fine recommendation, Mrs. Steinberg.
Thank you. I told my Gittela, I said, Gittela, did you ever stop to think why a man has given 32 teeth? So he could eat like a man. If the Lord had wanted to give a man 2 teeth, he would have made him into a chicken.
How true.
That's why Mr. Proshansky came to you.
Mr. Proshansky?
I told him, I said, all right, Mr. Proshansky, so you need a new plate. But why do you have to bring your lack of business to a cool stranger? Can't you help an old friend like Dr. Miller?
Mrs. Steinberg.
I said Dr. Miller can make a plate for money any time. But how many times can he make a plate for someone who can't afford it? I said, are you going to rob him of his partnership?
My partnership?
I told him, I said, when a dentist gives a man a set of teeth for money, he's running a business. But when he does it for nothing, he's running a partnership with the Lord. Do you want me to call in Mr. Proshansky now?
Sure. Bring him in.
The dentist will see you now, Mr. Proshansky. Dr. Miller, you should be the president. Why? Do you know what this country would be like if you were president?
Nothing, Mrs. Steinberg, compared to what it would be like if you were president.
A thoroughly enjoyable woman, Israel. A lovely character. Your wife is not only a doer of good deeds, she is a teacher of good deeds.
Yeah, a lovely character, Kornstein.
What's the matter?
I was thinking of the beaded dress and the linen tablecloth.
What linen tablecloth and what beaded dress?
Sophie Silverstone's beaded dress.
Sophie Silverstone? The millionaire's wife?
The wheel turns, Kornstein. And the poor become rich, and the rich become poor.
You helped Sophie Silverstone?
Well, in a manner of speaking.
In a manner of speaking, Friedela, this is an old tablecloth. But look at it. Feel how fine it is.
Mama, please. I know Sophie Silverstone is too proud to accept charity, but you've already sold her tea set for $10 and given her $20. You sold her old squirrel muff for $8 and told her it brought $28. You sold
Your husband is making a living, Friedela.
Yes, Mama, he is.
You have got your health?
I have, Mama.
Your children are healthy and happy, bless them.
Yes, Mama, they are.
So how are you going to show your gratitude? Not by helping someone, one whose husband is not making a living, two who's lost her own health worrying over the health and happiness of her children.
How much you going to tell her you got paid for the tablecloth?
$35.
Oh!
I can give her just $35 for the tablecloth. Friedela, you see, because I got $50 for the beaded dress.
Mama!
Yes, Friedela?
You didn't sell that old beaded dress for $50.
The beads would make a lovely lampshade.
Mama, what poor unfortunate did you sell that old beaded dress to for $50?
To Papa.
Oh, I like her, Yuzevchik. I like her. A lovely woman.
A lovely woman, Constantine. She bought cherries in the wintertime. Oh, not for us, Constantine. Not for us. For those who couldn't afford it.
And why?
Why, Birdley? I'll tell you why. These people once had money, yes?
Yes.
And they have to go to others for food, yes?
Yes, Mama.
So, should we add to the misery of their poverty the shame of worrying how they look in other people's eyes? I bought them cherries in the wintertime, Birdley, because I want them to know that in my eyes they will always be rich. Lovely, Birdley. Darling, lovely. Positively lovely. Play a little louder, darling, so we can all enjoy it.
Ma.
La 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 la. Practice. Someday, who knows?
Mom.
Oh, hello, Moshele. You are back from school already. Go in the kitchen and get a glass of milk.
Ma, there were two strangers in my room.
I know, dear. I put them there. They are very important people, darling. They haven't any money.
Ma, where am I going to sleep?
You'll sleep in Papa's room, dear. Louder, Birdie, please. How do you like your sister's playing, Moshele? Doesn't she have golden fingers?
But, Ma...
What is it, dear?
I can't sleep in Papa's room, Ma. Don't you remember? That old man is in there. The one who was put out of his house.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I was out all day, so I lost track of the arrangements. He's a very important person, darling. He's homeless. Now, let me see. Birdie, how many people are staying in your room this week, darling?
4, Mama. Me and Gertrude and Frieda and Miss Jorgensen.
Oh, a very important person, darling. She's studying to become a citizen. Oh, Miss Jorgensen. Good evening, Miss Jorgensen. Get Miss Jorgensen a chair, Moshele.
No, thank you very much. Don't bother, Moshele. I can't stay. I just came to find out. It says here, Mr. Steinberg, who was the first president of the United States.
The first president? Christopher Columbus, Miss Jorgensen. Oh. He came on the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
Thank you, Mrs. Steinberg. You know, you can't make a mistake at these citizenship hearings. Christopher Columbus.
You certainly can't, Miss Jorgensen. You see how much you have to know to become a citizen, children? You have to know...
The first president of the United States was George Washington, Mom.
Oh, my goodness. Miss Jorgensen... A correction, Miss Jorgensen.
What is it, Mrs. Steinberg?
The first president was George Washington, Miss Jorgensen. George Washington. Moshele just told me.
Thank you, Mrs. Steinberg. And thank you, Moshele. George Washington.
You see, children? You see how the Lord helps us at every step? If Miss Jorgensen hadn't needed a place to live, I wouldn't have found out the name of the first president of the United States. It's a lovely world, children. Oh, beautiful world.
My teacher says the world is round as a ball.
Round as a ball. You see? You see how the work of the Lord is perfect, round as a ball. What can be more perfect than round?
It's all cut up with lines running up and down, and on all sides. Longitudes, they call them, Ma, and latitudes.
Longitudes and latitudes. Better and better. You see how it is, children? You see how it is? How much can man see of the big perfectness that is the world? Less than the eyes of a fly can see of an apple. So what has been done for us? The big world has been divided for us into little sections, and each section is held in a latitude and longitude, and between each latitude and longitude are blue waters winking, and green earth greening, and people studying, and playing piano, and whose hand holds the latitude and longitudes like a beautiful golden net spread around us for our safety. A hand too wonderful to pass my lips. So play, birdless. Play nice and loud, darling, so he can hear how happy we are in his wonderful world. La, la, la.
Kornstein.
Yes, Yisraelchik.
You sound happy, Kornstein.
I am happy, Yisraelchik.
You have found your messenger, Kornstein?
I have found my messenger, Yisraelchik. Yum taradi, yum taradi, ram taradi, ram taradi, ram taradi, ram taradi,
Ram tadadi, ram tadadi.
Mama, Ma.
Yes, Moshele?
There's a strange man and woman in the parlor, Ma.
Yes, darling, I know. Moshele?
Yes, Ma.
I would like to ask your opinion on something, darling.
Sure, Ma.
Let us say, Moshele, that there is a father of many sons. You are listening, Moshele?
I'm listening, Ma.
And he gave one of his sons a ball to play with. And one day, as he was playing ball-base...
Baseball, Ma.
Baseball. The son slipped and fell. And as he fell, the ball flew out of his hand and hit one of his brothers. And the little boy became so scared, so unhappy and scared at what had happened, that he became sick. Now, what would you do, Moshele, to make the little boy well again?
Did the boy's brother know he didn't mean to hit him with the ball, Ma?
What the brother knew.
Did the father know he didn't mean to hit him with the ball?
The father knew, yes.
Did the boy know they knew? Why did you just kiss me, Mother?
Because you are wise, darling. And I was foolish. We are our Father's children. And our Father, blessed be his name, knows our thought and our deeds. And Moshele, will a father stop loving a child simply because he slipped and fell?
Where are you going, Ma?
I'm going to have a little talk with our guests, Moshele.
Are they very important people, Ma?
Yes, Moshele, very important people. They are a potato peddler and his wife. Ram tarara, ram tarara, ram tarara, ram tarara, ram tarara, ram tarara.
If you would like a copy of today's anniversary script, please send your name and address with 10 cents to cover the cost of postage and handling to the Jewish Theological Seminary of America, 3080 Broadway, New York 27, New York. And now we take great pleasure in presenting Mr. Joseph Wool of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America and a prominent civic and community leader. Mr. Wool.
In a time when our daily conversation is about contacting other worlds, and the news of the day sweeps across oceans and continents, it is easy for man to become irresponsible. We reason as follows. What difference does it make what I, as an individual, say or do? The dramatization that we just heard gives direct challenge to any such notion. It teaches us that society is the sum total of the actions of individual men and women. The world is a better place to live in because of the Mrs. Steinbergs who make service to fellow man their individual responsibility. The unique quality about Mrs. Steinberg's activity is that she considers no service too menial. Any occasion to do good is a cherished opportunity, not to be postponed or delegated to others. Entirely too many of us are very good at giving advice and ready with the address of the government agency or welfare organization. What we really must give to our fellow man is personal interest, love, and involvement. When people are better, the world will be better. The best way to make people better is to begin with ourselves. And the best way to begin is with acts of kindness. There are enough of good plans, good intentions, and good promises all around us. What we need is action, good action. Today's story inspires us to come to grips with ourselves and, like Mrs. Steinberg, involve ourselves in helping our fellow man.
You have just heard Mr. Joseph Wool of New York City, president of the Universal Brotherhood Movement of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America and prominent civic leader. Thank you, Mr. Wool. Our Eternal Light drama today, Mrs. Steinberg's Partner in Heaven, was written by Sylvia Berger. It was the 8th in a series of 15 outstanding programs, originally presented on the Eternal Light, recreated now to mark the Eternal Light's 15th year of broadcasting. Cantor David Putterman sang the liturgical introduction. Featured in the cast, Lily Davas as Mrs. Steinberg, Leon Janney, Norman Rose, Guy Rep, Lynn Loring, Peter Laser, Marianne Goodson, and Nina Hansen. This is Lionel Rico speaking. Our program is directed by Parker Gibbs. This weekly program is presented under the auspices of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. This is the NBC Radio Network.